I want to talk about Webassign, which is the homework and test platform that we use through Cengage. There have been students who've had issues linking initially. Once it's linked, it works great, but I do know that sometimes it can be a struggle to get everything set up correctly. So I'm hoping that you guys try this early on, make sure that everything is correctly working. This link right here under important course information is supposed to be something that then opens a new window and asks you for a login and password. You should be using your original Manner email and password that was issued to you at the start of your Manner experience. So if you don't have that information, it might be something that you need to work through with Cengage technical support. The link is here to get to them. Really, the best way to talk to them, students have found, is using their live support on their website where you can live chat with the person who would know more. Sometimes you run into a brick wall and you got to come back to me and say, hey, they say they don't have anything about the account and I need to track it down through IT. But for the most part, most students it goes smoothly, especially if you still have that letter that has the information. If you've previously linked your account in other classes, it should be as simple as clicking through this link and then saying yes, you want to link it. But I do understand that sometimes students have trouble with that initial first step. So please get in contact with me. I'll do the best I can to work through any issues with you, but a lot of it's going to be me saying, hey, go to Cengage Technical Support, tell them this. Hopefully, most of you are coming back from a semester at Manor where you've already had a course that used the Cengage book, and this will be a non-issue. You can just click that link and have them linked forever. Once they are linked, now any of these assignments that appear within the module that show a due date and a points, these are the homework assignments that you will be doing in WebAssign. If I click on one of these, since I'm not a student, it's not going to take me there. It's going to take me to my course page as a teacher, so I don't want to do that. Instead, what I've done is open up in a new window what it would look like for you as a student if you click this link. So when I click this variables and data, it would open like this, and this is what I would see. If it is already past due, it'll show as past due. Say you can't work on it, this would be the button you need to press. Click this request extension, put in a date for when it needs to be extended to, and give me a reason why you weren't able to get it done at the due date. I'm very liberal with extending the homework assignments. I can never extend a test. The tests show you the keys after the due date. So if you miss a test due date, email me, tell me why. And if you have a valid reason for missing the test, then I'll let you take the alternate version of the test. Initially, it'll go in as a 0, but I'll replace that 0 with what you get on the alternate version. As I scroll down, you can see the questions that are being asked within this section. For all of these, you get 5 attempts. So for any homework problem, you get 5 attempts at the answer. Just make sure that you're not pressing submit each time, that you put in new answers and then press submit. If you've ever gone through 2 or 3 attempts, especially on the ones that ask you to do long mathematical calculations and come up with a number as opposed to multiple choice, once you get 3 attempts in, if you're getting it wrong each time and you're not sure why, you think you're doing everything right, this is the most important button that you can learn about. This Ask Your Teacher button, if you click it, will take you to a screen where you can send me directly what's going wrong. Mr. Moulton, I thought this students, it is wrong, and you, if you were to send that to me, it's going to show up as a message in my inbox. I'm not only going to get to see what your question is, but I'm also going to get to see here's what was being asked, here's what the correct answer is that Cengage wants. That's really important, especially in the mathematical ones, because it could be just a rounding error. It could be that your answer is very close to what they want, and I can just tell you, hey, they want this, put this in as the correct answer. Also, these ask your teacher questions are the way that you tell me if you think something went wrong on an exam question. So after you take a test, it'll automatically get graded. You'll be able to see what you got right and wrong and be able to see furthermore the question itself and what the answer was they wanted. If you think your answer is just a rounding error difference, please send it to me as an Ask Your Teacher. I'll look at it, and I definitely will give points back if it's a rounding or formatting error. I can't give points back if you say something like, "Oh, I totally meant to answer this right answer, but instead put in the wrong answer." That I can't give points back on. But if you actually entered something that should have been marked correct, I can give you the points back. Again, this Ask Your Teacher button is your friend. I try to keep up with them. At the very least, I look at them right when I wake up and right before I go to bed, but I usually try and check them every couple hours. It's not something where you'll get immediate feedback, but you'll get feedback in a timely manner as long as you start the homeworks early, ask the questions, and I usually try on Sundays to really make sure that I'm answering and looking for new questions every couple of hours. If you click on this My eBooks, that's a link directly to the ebook. Again, every assignment that you access must be accessed through Canvas. So even if I'm here, if I now want to go to a different assignment, if I click on My Assignments, they'll come up, but it won't let me click through to the next assignment. It should tell me you have to access it through your LMS, which really means Canvas. So here, this might let me do it because I'm actually the instructor, but it should give me an error if it was you guys trying to click through this. Everything has to be clicked on in the module.